Hello again, it's Ducky, and today I'm opening another box of Dominaria. Are you guys loving this set right now? I am really enjoying it. But let's see what this box has for us. First up, we have a Goblin Chain Whirler. I could definitely see this one getting play in pretty much any red aggro deck. I think it's going to be good. And then we have a Forebear's Blade. Next up is a Sylvan Awakening. And then we have a Thran Temporal Gateway. Next up we have a Khazarov Sengir Pureblood, or Pure Disappointment, I like to call it. And then we have a Zahid Djinn of the Lamp. Do you think artifact decks or blue decks that play artifacts with Zahid are going to be a thing? Next up is a Haphazard Bombardment. I think blue artifacts could be. I just don't know if they're going to be worth it. Speaking of artifacts, we have a Mishra's Self-Replicator, which I think is a lot of fun, especially if you're going to be playing Traxos as kind of a payoff card. And then we have a Marwyn the Nurturer. During my pre-release, I put a dub on her and then I used it to tap for 3 mana. Then we have a Tashar Ancestor's Apostle. And we have our first mythic, it's Mox Amber. Certainly a great mythic to start off the box with. And then we have Cabal Stronghold to finish off the first row. And then we have a Mending of Dominaria. And then we have an Evra Halcyon Witness. Our second mythic is a History of Benalia. Then we have another saga, the Mirari Conjecture. Then we have Ariel Knight of Windgrace. And our third mythic is Multani, Yavimaya Avatar, which I really think could be a great card to play. I like it anyway. Next up is a Dreadshade. And then we have a Benalish Marshal. Next up is Steel Leaf Champion. And then we have Helm of the Host, which honestly would be a lot of fun to equip to a Steel Leaf Champion. Then we have a Rite of Belzenlock. And the last rare for the middle row is a Sulphur Falls. Then we have a Tempest Djinn to kick off the third row. And then we have the first Eruption. Then we have Jaya Ballard. That's our fourth mythic in this box. Next we have Verdant Force. And then we have Fall of the Thran. Which do you think is actually going to see play ever? Fall of the Thran or the first Eruption? Oh! We found our foil rare. We have a Hinterland Harbor and a foil Isolated Chapel. Next up is Jaya's Immolating Inferno. And then we have Josu Ves Lich Knight. And then we have Grand Warlord Radha. And then we have Urza's Ruinous Blast. Next is the Antiquities War. And our last rare is Daring Archaeologist. Let's take a quick look at some of the notables. There were only 4 mythics in this box, but we got 4 of the rare lands, and one of them is a foil, so that's cool. Now, if I hadn't gotten that foil, that means I only would have gotten 2 of the rare lands, and that's kind of a bummer. 2 of the good ones, anyway. And then with only 4 mythics, I don't know, is this one kind of a bust? I don't think so. With the Mox Amber and the History of Millennia, as well as Jaya Ballard and Multani, I think this was a pretty decent box. And then we got all the sagas too. Anyway, what do you think of this opening? I'm gonna do a couple more, so I'll see you next time. Bye!